Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 8.
Yes, come in, sir.
Saltine plant, Castle Road end, possible break-in. I'm on site. Send me some company, will you?
You're inside.
No, main entrance.
On its way.
Stay where you are! No flaming respect. Gotcha! What the hell are you playing at? On the law?
Not round here, you ain't.
Alec,
Oh, good morning, Mum.
the Sun City tapes, have you seen them?
Sun City.
Yeah, video shop in the North Side Road. The owner bought the blue tapes in.
That's right. Very morally was unwanted consignment.
Right. Where are they?
Well, they were in CID, so they should be in the property store.
Try again.
Somewhere in between.
They shouldn't be anywhere in between. I'm supposed to be having them disposed of. Find them, will you?
Accident ambulance call. Ends origin information from 2231.
How do I know what he's reaching for?
Didn't he mention the word police?
Not unless I've gone deaf.
Oi, don't you be so cocky. Assaulting an officer is a serious offence.
Oh, come on, be reasonable. He pulls a shooter and not an ID card. I'm looking pretty silly, aren't I? Look, I've got a job to do just like you. What's the difference?
The difference is we're the police.
Taffy, give this bloke a lift to St George's, will you?
What are you going to do about the motor?
It'll be picked up.
I've got Arctics coming in and out all day. You could shift it.
I said it'll be picked up.
Oh, I get it. No one touches Frank Burnside's car, eh?
Oh, come on, Reg, we should be gone by now.
2 minutes, I'll be with you. Here, give us a tear. One where I can't see the dirt in the bottom of the cup.
Jaunty today, isn't he?
Melvin, the Sun City tapes.
Yes, Sarge.
You brought them down from CID.
No, Sarge.
Well, they say you did.
Well, I was going to, Sarge, but when I went up there, they weren't there.
So where were they?
Well, if I knew where they were, I would have put them in the property store. Apparently, they're in a big box with lettering on the side.
Marked blue videos.
No, Dares or something.
Anything in it this month?
No, usual stuff. Don't know why I bother.
Because it's about your job and your conditions, that's why. Here, hold on. I had a glance at this piece this morning. On station administration. Very interesting it is. And not badly written either.
Current issue, is it? Yes, I see. Well, the thing is, I'm not sure there's a lot...
He names Sun Hill in particular. Writing anonymously, a personal view of station administration. At one inner city station, Sun Hill, for instance...
Well, other stations are mentioned, sir.
The primary concern of the chief superintendent within the station should be that of morale. Yet too often we get an us and them situation.
Quite. But without any proof...
No proof. I can hear his pathetic, whining little voice.
Yes, sir. But unless he actually owns up...
He's the Federation rep, isn't he? Who else would write it?
What was he using? Irons? Felt like a club hammer. Get a look at him. If I'd been facing him when he swung at me, do you think I'd be the one on wheels? OK, I just wondered if he rang any bells. Yeah, from here to here. I'm going to have him. I'm going to have him down to Grievous. Well, just take it easy. I'll call him later. Taffy, hold on. How's your charge?
Sounds like a chipped bone. The iron must have kicked him halfway across the estate.
It wouldn't surprise me. Listen, you never called him Frank, did you?
How do you mean?
In front of the guards, you never called him Frank Burnside?
Not on first name terms with him at the station.
No. That's what I thought.
Shouldn't you be out?
Just on my way, son. Seen this, have you?
What?
Latest issue of the magazine.
I've got better things to do.
Now, you might say that, but there's a very interesting article...
I've got better things to do than what I'm doing, never mind indulging in a little light reading. Now, go on, get out of here. Go on. Now, where would anyone hide a box of videotapes?
Sierra Oscar from Sierra Oscar 9.
Yes, hello, Tom.
Yeah, can you get me the address of Int Security Services, please?
Spell it.
I-N for November, C-E. Also, could you check the registered directors?
The recreation room?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you suppose they were doing in there?
Could have been a joke.
I'm not sure I see the funny side. Now, tell me, Sergeant, what do you suppose anyone was doing borrowing, shall we say, a box of tapes?
To watch them.
That's a start. Now, the next question I want you to answer is, are they all there?
I'll check with the CO's list, ma'am.
Come on, we haven't got all day.
What's this?
Possession, ma'am, cannabis.
Have I seen you before?
Indeed, you have many times. I'm the President of the United States of America.
I thought the President of the United States was white.
Then you have a fault on your television, madam.
Charge room, I'll be along in a minute.
He's a bit over-enthusiastic, young man.
Not the only one, is he?
Not bother me, sure.
Too busy heading for Fleet Street, are we?
No.
The latest Federation magazine, your article.
My article, mum?
Station administration. I thought it was very well written.
Did you, mum?
Contentious in places, but some very interesting points.
Ah, thank you, mum.
Hollis, if you want to start playing ace reporters, that is entirely your business. But start making personal attacks on the chief super and you're in a lot of trouble.
Good morning. May I help you?
David Ince, please.
Do you have an appointment?
Police.
What can I do for you?
DC line, Sunhill.
David Ince, ex-Lehman Street.
25 years, I checked.
So, what's your problem?
I'm afraid it's not my problem, it's yours. And there's a serving copper to an ex. I'd appreciate some cooperation.
But just looking at it from the other side, what if Burnside had been going for a gun?
Oh, yeah? What's the guard gonna do? Take him out with his bare hands? How'd he look like Queen's Award material to me?
Difficult to prove intent, though, I reckon.
All right.
Yeah, Taff, in here a minute, eh?
Eh? Come. All right. Look, I'm not saying that a bit of a thumping wouldn't do Burnside some good. Might make him a bit more civilised for a start. But on the other hand, it's hardly the sort of behaviour we want to see encouraged, is it? Well, what do you think?
Well, I've seen better, Taff.
You've seen better. But have you seen bigger?
Yeah, but you want some action to go with the statistics, don't you? Time.
Oh, thanks very much.
Business booming, is it?
Can't complain. Only set up 18 months ago.
It's an expanding market.
Docks, supermarkets, estates.
Once upon a time, it was just commissionaires, wasn't it? Wedges getting thicker.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's the bloke. Michael Tate.
Look, I don't know the ins and outs of this, but I'm happy to take your word for it. You say he should go, I'll give him the push.
Not just yet. He's more use to us when he is. I'll let you have these back. Thanks for your time.
One thing.
Yeah?
I don't like the idea of private law any more than you do. But I like it better than no law at all.
If you're not going to bring flowers, you can stay clear.
Something else to cheer you up. A complete personnel record of one Michael J. Tate. I thought, as you didn't get a gander of the bloke who did all this, you should at least have the opportunity to...
Michael J. Tate?
So it says.
This is Tommy Simpson. He's got 2 previous for robbery with violence.
Certainly has the technique for it.
I nicked him 6 years ago south of the river.
Ah, well, that would explain a lot of things, wouldn't it?
I'm going to have him, Tosh. I'm going to have Tommy Simpson nailed to the floor.
I won't get up, but I could.
What do you want?
Your mate, the one who flattened me.
It's not a mate. It's just a bloke I happen to work with.
You know what he's up to, don't you?
No, what?
When you get a known villain working in a warehouse complex, it's a little bit suspicious. You know what I mean? What was he giving you to keep you quiet? Banging you a nice sweetener, was he?
Don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Let's put it another way. How difficult is it to get a job with one of these security firms?
Difficult? You must be joking. There are 2 qualifications. You need to be breathing and available tomorrow. Wait a minute. You telling me there was a job being set up?
That's my estimate, yeah. You got anything you want to tell me?
And you're not going to find much from that wheelchair, are you?
Don't you worry about that, pal. I've got a mate working on it. No hard feelings, eh?
So he wanted a job reference. It's not a crime, is it?
Not unless you've got to say something decent about him. Or unless you know that his name isn't really Michael Tate. Always been full of old lags, this pub, hasn't it?
I'm busy.
If Simpson alias Michael Tate asked you for a reference, it's because you know him very well. And if you know him very well, you know who he hangs out with.
No copper.
Look at it this way. We reckon Simpson was setting up a warehouse job from the inside. And the reason he could do that was that he was working in a job that you recommended him for. Now, I call that aiding and abetting. May not be much, but it'll be your licence, my friend. All for the sake of a couple of names.
Too often, there is a breed of administrator who would be just as happy in the civil service, placating his seniors and delegating the hard work to those below him. Does Brownlow take that as a personal attack?
No. But do you think he'd recognise himself from that description?
Well,
of course he wouldn't. You might wonder what he was doing in the job in the first place.
So, what's going to happen to Hollis?
Ooh, strung up by the toes, I should think.
Let me ask you a fundamental question, Ellis. If you dislike the police force so much, why are you in it?
I don't dislike the police force, sir.
Or perhaps I'm doing you an injustice. Perhaps it's just work in general that you dislike, but you happen to be working in the police force.
With respect, sir, it's a job of the Police Federation.
I know what the job of the Police Federation is, Hollis. Well?
To protect the interests of our members. And as Federation representative,
You consider this protecting their interest here?
Expressing their opinion, sir. Yes.
You've canvassed their opinion, have you? Done a straw poll?
I think I'm in touch with the groundswell of feeling, sir.
The groundswell of feeling? What are you after, Hollis? Leadership of the TUC? And all the coppers at Sun Hill think that police stations are badly run, do they? Or do they just think that Sun Hill is badly run?
More investment, sir.
What?
I think most coppers feel more investment with them.
That's not what it says in your article, is it?
I think you'll find, sir, at the end, if I may. What seems clear is that the morale of the force could be improved if those in charge at station level were to direct their energies upwards, to campaign actively, to lobby, to fight for an improvement in the conditions of policing, which are in everybody's interests. In this, they would have the full backing of the force at large.
How many?
Well, there's feed tapes missing, Mum. The titles are...
Yes, all right, don't worry with the titles.
You'll have them this afternoon, I promise.
Excuse me, Sarge. Busy.
Been awarded the Pulitzer Prize, have we, Hollis?
So, Mum? Oh. No, Mum, I've just been up to see Mr. Brownlow.
Oh, really?
Yes, Mum, and I think I convinced him of something. Well, we agreed. We're all on the same side.
At all, actually.
Yeah, a couple of more names for you to check out. Billy Blair, A-I-R, and Saul Richards.
Haven't you got anything else to do, Tosh?
Yeah, visit the sick.
Problem with those sort of films, you know what it is. They're very badly made.
I don't think you're supposed to view them on an artistic level.
Well, you get bored, don't you?
Because customs and excise take first whack. Tell you what, though, there is something more exciting I could lend you.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
100 Great Welsh Tries. Commentary by Cliff Morgan.
Dry up, Tiff.
Oh, pack it in.
Afternoon, Sarge.
I don't agree with it, that's all.
You mean you're not bothered about the way the forces run?
I don't think attacking Brownlow is going to help.
During the point of the article
You know
was to-
exactly what the point of the article was. So just grow up, Reg, grow up. What have you been doing? Testing the sprinkler system?
Taffy Edwards, a little altercation in the gents.
That's bear thinking about.
I don't know. These are the people you're fighting for. Giving up your free time to represent.
What do you want about, Reg?
I put myself on the line with that article.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Today's newspapers, tomorrow's fish and chip wrappings, eh?
Yeah.
Bit circumstantial, isn't it? Simpson's got form. Simpson knows people who's got form. Maybe he's inside man on a warehouse job. Or maybe he's just trying to go straight. If he is sent to a warehouse job, what do you want to have a sock at you for?
Because he's a thug. Billy Blair, you say?
Yes.
I know Billy Blair. And he's just the sort of fella to shift a warehouse full of anything.
So what do we do? Watch the estate for the next 6 months?
No. We stop them now.
How?
Well, for starters, you go and see Tommy Simpson and ask him what he's up to.
He's bound to tell me, isn't he?
You never know, do you? Oh, and while you're at it, give him something from me, eh?
What?
Pass me my wallet.
It's just I've got this report to finish off, Sarge. You know, the D&Ds with the bird in hand yesterday.
There'll still be D&Ds in 5 minutes. Go on.
Right, well now. I wonder where I put the keys.
Edwards, I'll go and fetch a crowbar if you like.
Oh, it's all right, Sarge. Ah, look. Here they are. Just a few personal effects. Not even sure you've got the right to do this, Sarge.
What are these?
100 Great Welsh Rugby Tries. It's a complete set.
At the risk of sounding partisan, Taff, I don't think they've scored that many.
Security.
Ain't seen them.
Be patrolling, would they?
Remote patrolling. The cat.
Hello. Is Billy Blair there? Yeah, no, he'll talk to me. I'm a pal. Hello, Billy Blair. Yeah, well, you don't exactly know me, but I've got some news for you on Tommy Simpson. Bad news, as it happens. I think you could catch him out if you're quick.
Cheers. Doesn't anyone check up on you?
Ron's gone down to casualty with his leg. I've got to eat.
Surprised you can afford to at £2 an hour. You made better money than this, Tommy.
The name's Michael. Michael Tate.
Michael, Tommy. What's the difference? Either way, you made a big mistake. You've blown your cover across the road just for the sake of having a free swing at an old enemy.
I was protecting premises, and I've never seen him before this morning.
Well, he remembers you, does Frank Burnside. He's even sent you something. Apart from his love. There's enough grease floating in here to lubricate a tank.
It was a lark, Sarge, that's all.
Intercepting goods on the way to the property store.
Well...
Has anybody taken these tapes home? Have they left the station?
Well, they're not hardcore, Sarge. I don't know what that shop owner was on about. You'd see more flesh in a swimming bath, honest.
They might be tame by your standards, Edwards.
By anybody's. You'd fall asleep watching them. Have a look.
I beg your pardon?
Just to set your standards. Look, we don't want any more wasted raids, do we? There's enough complaints about misusing manpower as it is.
Are you seriously suggesting that I view these tapes?
Not all of them. Just one. Just a glance. 5 minutes. Got a video, Sarge?
As a matter of fact, I haven't.
Well, I'm sure we can arrange something.
What's that? Don't ask me. I'm just passing it on. Frank said it was a little something, in case you don't work for a while.
Oh, lucky people. Up on the dot.
At least you're getting job satisfaction, Reg.
See you tomorrow. Been converted, have we, Sarge?
What's that?
Federation will look after us all.
Yeah. Here, I wish you'd hold this.
As the actress said, certainly, Sarge.
My lucky day.